Alright, Brush Monkeys, we are back, and this week we are painting the Small World Sophie from Reaper Miniatures. Sophie is kind of the Demonette version, Demonette mascot of Reaper Miniatures. And this is the Small World version is the chibi version of her. You can see she's got the big head and big eyes, big anime eyes. And so I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to airbrush her skin with Badger Minotaur Red and just a little bit of what is this, Warning Yellow, which is kind of an orange color, and as a highlight I'm going to airbrush all that. And then she's going to get some purple eyeshadow. I've got ivory for her eyes, for the irises. I've got two different shades of blue for the eyes and matte black for the pupils. Got Nightmare Black for her hair here. Got Balthazar Gold for the sword hilt and pommel. Wraithbone base for the contrast paints I'm going to use, which is Snakebite Leather for her belts and boots here. Her wings are going to be Black Templar, and her armor is going to be Army Painter Night Scales. This is that metallic black that came with the metallic paint set, and then I'm going to give it a very light dry brush of Necron compound just to bring out all that detail. Then her base is going to be Basilicanum Gray with a black base band. And we'll do those in the Army Painter Matte Black, most likely. So yeah, got her all planned out. I think she's going to look really spiff when she's done. So let's go ahead and go get started on her, yeah? See you soon. Alright, we're back. We got Sophie's skin all nice and airbrushed. And you can see it's a little darker on the underside. I went along with the Zenithal priming and did a little darker on the underside. Then on top, kind of hit it from about a 45-degree angle with the orange mix. And that's why it looks a little more orange there. And of course highlighted her face because that's the focal point of the miniature. But she's looking pretty good. She's a little bit light, but I'm going to give her a light wash of Carroburg Crimson when all this dries. I'm going to give it a light wash of that Carroburg Crimson just to knock back the orange a little bit, give a little more definition and shade around the hair and around the eyes, inner cleavage, etc. But yeah, I think it's a good start. So I'm going to let that dry and take a break, and then we'll come back and make a little more progress on our girl here. Alright? See you soon. Bye. Alright, Brush Monkeys. Whew. Made some progress on our girl here. I got those little chibi eyes. If I can get it to focus. Got those painted up. And it actually looks a lot worse on camera than it is in real life. She actually looks really good in real life. Painted them dark blue, highlighted the upper right halves of them in light blue, dotted the black pupil, gave them each a little white reflection dot. She looks really good. I'm really happy with it. I also did her lips in the same color as her eyeshadow, and did just a little bit, just a shade lighter, put like one dot of white in with the purple to do her bottom lip. So that came out nice, and then I did her hair in the Nightmare Black, excuse me. And yeah, so she's looking pretty spiff. I really love how the face came out. I think she turned out beautiful. Like I said, it's a little hard to see that on camera. She looks kind of bug-eyed on camera, but in real life she's got these beautiful anime chibi eyes. This is exactly what I was going for. So I'm going to go ahead and paint her armor next. And then we'll put down the Wraithbone on her wings and her leather parts. I also got out the blackened steel for her sword blade. So we'll do that. And I think I might do the hilt of her sword in purple too, the grip of her sword. We'll see. But right now I'm going to focus on getting that armor done. And then we'll Wraithbone her wings and her leather bits. So, see you in a little bit. Bye. Alright, Brush Monkeys, we made some more progress on our girl here. As you can see, I did her sword hilt, the grip, her blade, painted her armor. And I painted this cloth. She's got like, it looks like a loincloth in front, but it's kind of booty shorts in back. But I painted that. I wanted that to look like matching the aesthetic, but not just be black, because I feel like black is kind of flat. So I got out the Incubi Darkness for that, and then for the highlight, mixed just a little bit of white in with it before I realized that it's essentially just white mixed with Incubi Darkness is basically the Reaper Stormy Seas that I got, and I could have just darkened that down a little bit. But I think she looks pretty good. I decided to do the top part of her boots as armor. So I'm pretty happy with how this lady's coming out. So I'm going to go ahead and do her wings and the belts and the boots in Wraithbone. And then we'll start in on the contrast paints. And then basically just have the contrast paints, the basing, and her sword hilt and pommel there to do. So she's coming along pretty nicely. All right. So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Alright, brush monkeys, I have her leather belts and boots based in Wraithbone. I have her wings based in Wraithbone. And I have the base, the stones on the base, done in Gray Seer, because I wanted those to be a little cooler with the Basilicanum Gray for the basing. But I think she's looking pretty good so far. In doing the belts, I realized she's got this big buckle right there in front, so after I do the leather, I'll do that along with the golds on her sword hilt and pommel there, just to kind of tie them all in together, do all the golds all at once. I also dry brushed her sword, kind of bring out that little edge there, and her armor to bring out all those little details. And they're looking pretty good. Could do with a little bit on the bustier here. There she goes. There we go. So that looks pretty spiff. So I'm loving how this little gal's coming out. She looks really good. So I'm going to take a pause here and let that Wraithbone and Gray Seer finish drying. And then when we come back, we'll do the contrast paints. Take another look at the progress, and then we'll do the metallics, or the golds rather. Already did our metallic armor and sword. And then we'll go from there. Alright. Looking pretty good so far. See you soon. Bye. Alright, brush monkeys, we made some more progress on our girl here. As you can see, I got her leathers done. Her belts and boots are looking pretty spiff. I got her wings done up. And the Black Templar. I like the Black Templar because it's got that same kind of dark greenish black that it sort of looks like Incubi Darkness, but in more of a wash form. So I really like how that came out. Do a little darker on the outside of the wings there. A couple little spots I missed. But yeah, well, it looks really good. And then of course I did the base in the Basilicanum Gray. So I've still got this outer base to do in black. And of course I've still got the gold accents on her sword and her belt buckle there to do. But I'm really loving how she's turned out so far. She is looking pretty spiff. Check out those eyes. Pretty happy with this young lady. So I'm going to pause here and let those contrast paints dry, and then we'll come back, do up the base, and do up the golds. See you soon. Bye. Alright, so I have the golds done on our girl here, and the base is all painted up. And for all intents and purposes, she's mostly done. But you'll notice that the skin is still a little shiny in places. The wings are still shiny in places. The hair is not shiny, which it should be. So I'm going to hit this girl with a coat of Matte Seal, the Army Painter Anti-Shine. And then I'm going to take a little bit of gloss varnish and go over her hair and her eyes, and you know, stuff that's supposed to be shiny, glossy. And then I think we're going to call her done. So yeah, while she's pretty close to being done now, I think the next time you see her, she'll be completely finished. So I'm pretty happy with that. See you soon. Bye. Alright, brush monkeys, there she is, our finished Small World Sophie from Reaper Miniatures. She's finally finished, and she looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how this lady turned out. Especially those big anime eyes. So like I said, Sophie is the sort of mascot for Reaper Miniatures, so they do different themed Sophies for different events, and I'm kind of looking forward to getting my hands on some other Sophies, because this lady was a lot of fun to paint, and I'm thinking the regular Sophies would be just as much fun. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to call this lady done and move on to the next one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Hey Brush Monkeys, Tom from Flying Monkey Studios here. If you like what you see, click like down below. If you want to be notified when new videos come out, go ahead and click subscribe. It's like over here somewhere, right there. Those will both help with my YouTube numbers and bring me that much closer to monetizing this channel and being able to do what I love to do full time. If you want to get your hands on some of the miniatures I painted here, visit our Instagram and Tumblr pages. I post pictures of both of those on a regular basis. I post videos on TikTok on a regular basis, mostly to direct traffic here to the YouTube channel, but you know, there's some other stuff there that's kind of cool, so go check that out. And if you want to show some love for your favorite monkey based miniature painter, go check out our merch store at storefrontier.com/flyingmonkeystudios to get our t-shirts, sweatshirts, long sleeve t-shirts, can cozies, aprons, face masks. We've got all kinds of stuff there in a bunch of different colors, including tie-dye. We've got some tie-dye shirts on there if you want to check that out. So go check that out. Go check us out on our other social medias, and follow us on Twitter for updates on the channel as well. And thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.